It's been a while since I've done one of these. I didn't know entirely what to do with the quick review catch-up. It didn't do great views the last few times I've done it, but I don't really care about views anymore. I've been trying to go to the movie theater more often than I used to, and because of that, I've ended up seeing 3 movies this month, so let's just waste no time and get right into them. So one of them days was the first one that I saw, and it was pretty good. Genuinely, I only watched this just because of SZA. Seeing that she was in the movie, I was like, alright, I'm interested. I saw the trailer once, I thought it was kind of funny. Yeah, I mostly went in this for SZA, and for an acting debut, she was really good. Actually, this movie has like a weird case of it being the debut for a lot of people. Not only is it the acting debut for SZA, it's also the like first ever film screenplay that Sarita Singleton has ever done. And it was also like the first ever film debut for Lawrence Lamont. He has done mostly just music videos before this, including a lot of Big Sean, one of them being the I Don't Fuck With You music video. The other highlight for me being J. Cole's GOMD, because I actually do like that song and the music video. So it's just kind of cool to see like 3 separate people debuting with their own, skills, basically. The movie in general was pretty funny, pretty entertaining. It's like a little buddy comedy, I believe. Basically, the crutch of the plot is that SZA's boyfriend stole the rent money. They have to try to go get the rent money while also trying to get Lauren Palmer's character to her interview. A lot of hijinks happen, as per usual with these kinds of movies. It's kind of hard to remember after what feels like a month since I've seen this, but a lot of it was fun. A lot of it was funny. I enjoyed the jokes. I enjoyed the duo. I mean, SZA and Lauren Palmer have, like, the greatest fucking chemistry I've seen. Like, I want more movies with them. And if anything, I'm happy that this movie exists solely just because of all the interview clips I've seen of SZA, Lauren, and Issa Rae all together. That trio is just peak. Yeah, and then I got really excited hearing Big Boy at the beginning of the movie. A lot of the movie feels very California as well. I mean, outside of the fires, California is having a pretty good 2024, 2025. Yeah, Cat Williams is also in this movie as like a homeless person that's spent away like his life savings and got scammed by this like insurance company, or I don't know if they're really an insurance company, but like some company that, SZA and Lauren tried to go to in order to get some money. And I guess apparently Cat Williams has gone to that one several times to the point that he's just like homeless and he's just standing outside of the place basically just like yelling at people to not go in. Movie just kind of goes all over the place, but it's a very consistent plot line. Got some really funny moments like the hospital scene with the blood donating. I know the group of women behind me really fucking loved this movie. And I say that mostly with this scene. That was the one that cracked them up the most. I mean, yeah, I'll be real. I think there's a lot of cultural references in the movie that probably went over my head. That's just how that is. Regardless of that, I still enjoyed it a lot. Also, the soundtrack was, like, really fucking good as well. Yeah, overall, good movie. I highly recommend it. The next one I saw was Companion, which I only saw solely just because the movie poster looked cool. This is also one of those movies that I think is really good if you don't know anything about it, so if you haven't seen it, I highly suggest just going to the next movie in this video or clicking off entirely and, go watch it knowing nothing. There's a reason why this is made by the creators of Barbarian, because it's one of those movies where it's so much better to not know anything. I didn't know who the actress was that was on this. I'm gonna be entirely real. I thought maybe Jennifer Lawrence. But no, apparently the actress is Sophie Tatcher, which before I get into, like, the actual plot of this movie, I just want to go ahead and start giving my praise to Sophie Tatcher. Her performance is incredible. I love it. It's so nuanced. Once you get to, like, the twist of it, you understand a lot of the little movements and things that she's doing. There's scenes where she seems like she's really awkward and her acting is a little stilted, but then, like, once you find out the little twist in the movie, then all of that ends up making a lot of sense. She does a great job playing the character that she has to play, and just in general, does a great job. Basically, the plot is, it starts basically being just like a couple's retreat to some Russian dude's house, and, with the guys, the boyfriends, his friends and stuff. You find out, after a very uncomfortable scene where, the Russian dude tries to Sophie Thatcher's character. Oh, and also she kills him in response to it. You find out that Sophie Thatcher's character is actually a robot. Technically a sex bot, but, still a robot. Find out another one of the characters as well as a robot. But yeah, once you find out this twist, like I said, Sophie Thatcher's acting becomes incredibly apparent of, like, what she's trying to do with her performance. But then the movie just kind of goes off rails, and I say that in a good way, in just the fact that it becomes this interline thing of, like, trying to stop Sophie from basically escaping the place, like the campgrounds, which in the process of that, basically everyone except for the boyfriend gets killed. And I guess also the dude sex bot, but he eventually dies as well. Overall, I think the story is actually, like, really good. But yeah, pretty much this entire movie is basically a commentary on, like, the manosphere and, the single men that think they deserve everything. Oh, I'm a decent guy, therefore I deserve love. And that's basically Jack Quaid's character, and I'll give him props. He's very good at playing a fucking douchebag. His little speech that he has to Sophie about, like, how such a great guy I am, and, I do all these good things, and I'm a decent dude, but, I live by myself in a single apartment. Life fucking is so unfair. It's just like, dude, shut the fuck up. You fuck a sex bot because you're sad. But yeah, getting to watch a woman murder basically misogynists is very fun. And yeah, I do like the commentary behind, what the story is trying to tell, and, the whole, like I said, the manosphere commentary, the people that go to Andrew Tate because they're so fucking sad and alone. I, like, vaguely mention it in my Creature Commandos video, but it's like, yeah, I went through down a similar path and just being sad at being single and thinking I deserve love. But it's like, nobody is deserving of a relationship. Just because you're a decent guy doesn't mean you deserve to have a girlfriend. I really liked that part of the writing of the story. But also in general, I loved the action, I loved the kills, I loved all the actors, basically. I also love, like, little moments with the twist of, like, before you find out she's a robot and she's about to get, by the Russian dude mentioned something of, like, oh, well, this character said you'd be fine with it. And in a previous scene, that character was talking to Sophia Thatcher, and they're, like, talking about how they're basically a useless, fuck doll for this Russian guy, and then goes, look at who I'm talking to. In the moment, that was, okay, odd, but alright. And then after you find out the twist of her literally being a sex bot, then it's like, oh, okay, I get it now. I do remember it also being a very funny movie. And yeah, just overall was very good. Highly recommend it. And Beep Boop is such an insane pet name given the context of everything. And the final movie that I saw and that we're going to talk about in this video is Love Hurts, which, quite honestly, I didn't have much interest in. I mean, I like the fact that Quan, I hope I pronounced that right. I like the fact that he, again, gets to be in a movie after Everything Everywhere All at Once in his whole acting career history, but also getting to have a lead role, which I think is also, this movie might be his first ever lead role from what I've heard. So I thought that was kind of cool, but I still had, like, really no interest in watching a movie called Love Hurts. Like, I thought maybe it was going to be like a rom-com kind of thing, or like a cheesy Valentine's Day movie. But after watching Everything Everywhere All at Once for the first time, I finally watched it. That movie was really good. But after watching that, I just kind of got this thirst for Quan and wanting to see him in more movies, so immediately bought myself a ticket to Love Hurts and watched it, and no, it was not anything of what I thought it would be. No, this was more like John Wick, or like, I don't have a great history in my mind of Jackie Chan movies, but kind of like a Jackie Chan movie. Like, it's very action-centric. It does kind of have to do with love, basically. At one point, his brother wanted this girl murdered. He took the job just so then he could save her because he loves her, and then he escapes out of that world and becomes basically, I think, like a house owner, or, not a landlord. Landlord? Realtor, that's what he is. Yeah, he basically leaves the action world, or the crime scene world that his brother runs, to then become a realtor in hiding, until eventually these Valentine's Day notes start coming back from the girl that he loved. Yeah, and it just kind of falls into this narrative of, like, you know, she's trying to fully get rid of his brother and all of his teams and everything so they can actually live a life instead of running and hiding. And he does really like his realtor job and wants to go back to it, and eventually kind of has to grow and understand where she's coming from. And then, yeah, like, hiding isn't living, and you're not going to be able to continue actually living a life until you solve the problem of your brother. So, you know, it eventually leads to the third act climax where they both have a fight and he wins. And, well, no, I don't think his brother dies. He gets captured by, like, the Russian mafia or something. But yeah, like, the action is insanely good. The fight scenes are so fucking good. They reminded me of John Wick, and, like, okay, I'm gonna be real here. I know this can probably sound racist because I'm, like, comparing an Asian person to an Asian person, but, like, there's literally a scene in here where, to me, Quan kinda looked like Jackie Chan, and seeing him do a bunch of action scenes just made me think, like, well, you know, Jackie Chan's getting old. He could probably still do action scenes even though he's, like, what, 70 or 80 years old? But, like, he's getting old. If we're looking at making Quan the next generation's Jackie Chan, I will gladly take it, because I really loved watching him do fight scenes. All the action scenes in here are fucking amazing. They're so great. The comedy in here is, like, really fucking good. Yeah, overall, just, like, a really entertaining movie. I hit 3 for 3 this month. I went to 3 different movies, and I got 3 really good ones. I could have gone and seen that one Valentine's Day horror movie, but the trailer looked fucking lame. But yeah, anyways, Love Hurts, I also recommend it, mostly just for Quan. Like, let's just go support him in anything he's in. He deserves this. He's a great actor. He deserves to have an acting career. He deserves the love that he's getting, and the praise and the support and the accolades and all this stuff. He deserves more roles. I hope he gets to have more leading roles. If he wants to continue going down the action movie path, I'll gladly take it. If he wants to divert to something else, I'll also gladly take it. I just want to see this man in more movies. But yeah, like I said, very good movie. Highly recommend this one as well. And yeah, that's the video. Just like a little quick recap of just 3 movies I saw, because I just wanted to talk about them. I tried making separate videos on these when I watched them, but I just, for whatever reason, I couldn't. The original recording of one of them days was an absolute fucking dumpster fire of an audio, and this is going to be the only part of it that I will ever let out into the public. I don't know. I feel like 2025 is going to be a good year for Cali. I hope. I just remembered that it's on fire right now. Okay. Fuck. This is a goddamn disaster. Yeah, and then when I got home from Companion, I just had no fucking idea what to talk about. And then when I got home from Love Hurts, I was just like, I haven't been able to make a video of the other 2, so I'm just not even going to bother. But yeah, I just decided I'd bring back the quick review catch-up just to talk about these 3 movies, and also to kind of get a video out there as I'm working on the Arkham Shadow review. But anyways, that's going to be it for today in this video. I highly recommend all 3 of these movies, like I've already said. Go watch them. They're all good. And yeah. I once again do not know how to end I really don't know how to end videos. Have a good day.
And of course, everyone has their own opinion, but my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already.
Could I have a subscriber, please?